Hi everyone, welcome to my tutorial on recommendations. This video is coming with your assignment on how to do recommendations. Recommendations are a really important part of your applications. They're going to help you not only apply to college, but people are going to write letters recommendations for you when you apply for scholarships, for internships, for jobs, and many other things. So the skills that you're going to learn this year, as I walk you through this, you're going to use many times in your future. So the first step is going to be log into your Guided Path account. And once you get into your Guided Path account, you see your dashboard. This is Andy Awesome. You're going to see more of Andy Awesome. He's a classmate of yours. He's my sample student that I use to show you different things on how to accomplish. So log into your account and go down to your cloud storage. And you can see that I'm clicking on that. Click on your upload folder. All right. And then in here, you see all your different folders. We've been working in different ones. Now we're going to focus on recommendations. So you will find I've put a number of documents in the recommendations section for you. So click on that. And I'm going to go through these documents with you just a little bit. First thing is make sure you've completed the academic activity resume. We started this when we worked on the very first writing workshop. If you completed this, great. Put it in your folder so that I can see it. If you haven't completed it, now is the time to complete it, because this is going to be something really important that you're going to include as you talk to your counselors and your teachers. The next thing, once you complete that, then I want you to complete what inspires you. Now, again, some of you might have completed this. And if you did, put this in your folder. Maybe you want to update it. But this gives you a different perspective. This is a document that gives you several different paragraphs to write. They don't have to be long paragraphs, but just to write a paragraph or two answering these questions. What are your career goals? And if you don't know what they are, you can put that. I'm still learning. I'm still exploring. I'm fascinated by several different ones, whatever your answer is. What are your college goals? I want to go away. I want to stay near home. I want to go to a four-year school. I want to do a technical college, whatever your college goals are. And then list your most significant academic experience. Now, for some of you, it's going to be in high school. Some of you, it might be in college. If you're already in college and you're getting ready to transfer, how did it inspire you? Discuss your most meaningful work or volunteer experience. Just pick one thing. And this should be part of that activity list that we did on the writing workshop. What has been the most meaningful extracurricular activities you've participated in high school or in college or outside, just, in general. So answer these questions according to how it applies to you. Then some of these answers here, you're going to take and put in a resume. I'm going to have you each make a resume. This will come in handy in lots of different ways. You can use this for applying for scholarships, for internships, and things like that. And it is something you'll be able to give to your recommenders. This is a template in your folder. So you replace, put your name, first name, last name, and it has information here so that you can copy, adjust, change. But this is a format and it's a template that you can use. Do your activities first. Do your what inspires me second, and then come, because you can use what inspires me as your values and abilities. One of your paragraphs might go in here. One of your paragraphs might go under the profile. So there's no need to write new things every time, but it gives you a place to focus. Now, if you're wondering about what that looks like in your folder, there is an example of the document, and it shows you Andy Awesome's version of his resume for recommendations. So Then the other thing that you have in your folder is documents that you can print out. This one, the changing role of recommendations, is something that you can print out and give to your counselor, your teacher, anybody that you're asking to do a letter recommendation. So this gives them information that they can use to help showcase you as an individual. So this is something that you'll want to print out and give to teachers. The last document I want to show you is an explanation, and it shows all the different things that we're doing. So what does it take to get exemplary letters of recommendation? First of all, you're going to be asking people who know you well. Don't ask somebody that you've only talked to once or had just for a summer. You want to find teachers that you've had more than once. Counselor, your counselor may or may not know you really well, but try to get to know your counselor, build that bond with them. But your counselor is going to do a letter of recommendation. And the more of this documents that we're asking for you can give, the counselor will be very appreciative. But you're going to ask people in different areas, like your math and science teachers, history, English teachers, foreign language teachers, band teachers, anybody that you've had more than 1 year, coaches, and as I said, history, band or foreign language or other kinds of people, teachers, art teachers you've had more than 1 year, and then community and others that know you well. Now, there's a place in Guided Path under surveys where you can enter those name and emails into your letter of recommendation. That way you can keep track of who you've asked, and I'll be able to see that as well. When you're requesting letters recommendation, you can get really good letters recommendation by doing the things that I'm showing you. After you gathered your what inspires you document, your activities document, write a cover letter to the person you're asking and explain the reason for the recommendation. I'm asking because I'm applying to college. I'm applying to scholarships. I need an internship. I'm, going on a job interview. So tell them what the purpose is. It doesn't have to be long. It can be a very short letter. In that letter, give them a deadline. Usually give them 2 weeks. So plan it out so that you have 2 weeks. Don't give them too much time because they won't do it. And if you give them in a month, they're still only going to do it just before the deadline. So give them 2 weeks. If you hand this out the end of August, beginning of September, you should have these back by the middle of September. Many of your college applications might be due November 1st. Some might even be due October 15th. So you want to have these way before your applications are due. So the absolute latest to get these back is October 1st. So request them in the end of August, first part of September, and then you'll have them back by mid-September. And then, as I mentioned, you're going to attach your resume and what inspires me form to the letter. You're going to give them a copy of the changing role of recommendations. And then this is really important. After they do a letter of recommendation for you, please send them a thank you card. Give them, give them a Starbucks. Do something to show your appreciation. That is, very few people do this, and yet the teachers, they're putting a lot of time and effort in on your behalf. So show your appreciation. All right, so you're going to work on your activity list. You're going to fill out your What Inspires Me form. You're going to think about who you're going to ask letters recommendation. Come up with about 5 or 6 names. Usually some schools will take 2, some will take 5 or 6. So if you have a whole list of people, then that gives you a lot of people to ask. The nice thing about the common application where you're going to do most of this is whoever you're asking doesn't know whether their letter recommendation is used or not. They just put it in, and then you can determine which letters are going where. Sometimes you'll see the letters, teachers will share them with you, sometimes they won't, and that's okay. I have a whole nother tutorial on how to request letters of recommendation in the Common App, so you'll stay tuned for that. All right, guys, good luck, enjoy. I'll be working with you on this. You'll find this is really fun and fulfilling and gives you another perspective. And I look forward to working with you on this.